Okay, guys, ignore the voices and there might be some disturbance, but my friend showed me this. It's called Lonely by Star the Hedgecat. That would be Hedgehog, but never mind. Okay, so here, let's read it. Rouge stared around her at all the beautiful jewels she had stolen or had been given in her life. She held her newest one in her hands, an emerald, not a chaos emerald, but a nice, rounded, normal green one. It reminded her of another. It reminded her of another emerald, not a chaos emerald either, but the master emerald. Thinking of that particular gem made her think of its guardian, a rough and tough pain in her. Seriously? But, really, he actually put ass, but what the heck? What's that word? Inchina? With a bad attitude and nice muscles. Oh, what I am thinking about for. I can't do her voice, but oh, what am I thinking about him for? I haven't seen the jerk in months. No one has. Sorry, need to work on my Rouge voice. Rouge allowed a half and let the emerald slip from her fingers and into a glass case. She closed it. Well, I ever found a perfect jewel. She left the room soon after for the first time depressed by the glow of her glittering jewels. I wondered, though, how the stubborn fool is doing. A sly grin crossed her face. Maybe I should pay him a visit and find out. Knuckles sat in front of the Master Emerald. The thoughts swirling to his head plugged him and made him slide further into a well of depression. By the way, it's supposed to be dark or something, but you'll find out now. Okay. That's it. I'm done with this. All of it. He stood up and walked downstairs, body trembling. He picked up a knife that had held down moments before. He turned it in his hands, and sick smile spread across his features. His eyes went glassy. Just die. No one would care. No one does. I'm all alone in this world. Knuckles faced the Master Emerald and chuckled. You care, won't you? He walked upstairs, raving like a drunk, and laid his hand down in the center of the great jewel. Yes, you would. Who else would guard you? Nobody, that's who. Absolutely nobody. He lifted his arm and started at the wrist. How long would it hurt? How soon before the blood drain? Sorry. How soon before the blood drain? See where it was. I just lost it. Out of my body. If I felt my wrist, a voice made him turn. She stood there, one hand resting on the cock hip of the edge of the crane. Hey there, knucklehead. I still need to work on her voice. Yeah, it's that long. Rouge rose. Rouge? Why didn't he call me Batgirl? Or some other stupid nickname? And why are his eyes so blank? She shook her head and ignored the dot. I want the Master Emerald. She took a step closer now. Knuckles held a knife and gazed at it. Come back in a week. Rouge spread her wings and flew up. Why should I? Knuckles looked into her eyes, and Rouge had to fight off the chill that creeped up her spine. I'll be gone in a week, he watched. Rouge's eyes flicked down to look at the knife, then came back and to meet his wider than before. You always seem smart, Rouge. You're going to... She trailed off, unable to complete her sentence. Yeah, see, Rouge, nobody cares about. My God, nobody cares about the lonely red. I'm just gonna say anteater. Just jeez, man, what is that word? Anteater. All alone on this big old island, always. They only care about the big green rock that he guards because it's magic. He twirled the knife in his hands. The anteater just a gribble idiot anyway. Why should anyone care about him? Go away now. Come back in a week. I'll be gone by then. I don't have a lot of blood. Knuckles. Rouge took a step closer to him. He shook his head and smiled at her. Oh my God! Taking a few steps backwards. Go away now. I don't want to hurt you.
The clothes.
Wait, hold on. After this, real quick. Sorry, guys. Never have, but you have to leave. Bye, Rouge. Rouge shook her head, but couldn't think of anything to do. She turned and started running, then began to fly. The perfect jewel, then the master emerald always catch my eye. Right from the start, she ignored the tears streaming down her face. What could she do about it anyway? Knuckles sat down, smiled after her, loving her, but never able to say so. He pulled a glove off, started at his eyes, testing. 1, he raised his knife. 2, he set it against the plan. 3, he drew the knife across his hand swiftly. He hissed at the pain, and the knife clattered to the ground. Rouge flapped her wings, telling herself that there was nothing she could do. Damn it! Why can't I do something? Rouge made a sharp turn and started heading back to him, praying that she could not be too late. Knuckles, wait, don't! Knuckles pressed his bloody plan against the side of the Master Emerald. He waited for a few seconds before pulling it off. He smiled at the imprint it made. He looked at his bloody hand and his smile widened. The pain had left him quickly. Where's the knife? He caught sight of it resting at the very bottom of the stairs. I wonder why I tossed it so far away. Knuckles walked down the stairs and let the test complete. Considering oppression. In 3, he held the knife up. 2, he pressed it against his wrist. 1, he started to make a cut, but it was tackled. He hit the ground, the knife clattered away, and he felt someone's arms come around him. Rouge pressed her cheek against his, tears falling freely. Oh God, Knuckles, you were actually gonna do it. Knuckles faced his hands and pushed himself up. He stared down at her. What the hell is wrong with you? Me? Rouge jumped to her feet. What's wrong with me? Newsflash, I wasn't the one who was about to kill themselves. She jabbed a finger into his chest, and he grabbed her arm, angry. Why did you come back? I told you to leave. She jerked back and glared at him. Go to, she gasped, and can't sight of blood. His blood is stained in his glove, where he grabbed her. Oh God, she grabbed his wrist and studied a plan. You cut.
Hurry up!
I just need to finish this. I need to finish this. You didn't cut your wrist, thank God. She drew her arms around his neck. Rouge, you stupid anteater. I don't care about that damn rock. I care about you. Lord, help me. I love you. She cried against him, and his arms came around her. She looked up, and his eyes weren't blank and glassy anymore. This is so sad. They were sharp and focused on her. You what? I love you. Damn you to hell and back, Knuckles. I love you. He laid his lips on top of her head. Then he let his mouth trail down to her face, resting on her eyelids, her cheeks. He paused before their lips met. Her eyes fluttered open, tears still falling. Knuckles stared into them and felt something flutter inside him, in his heart. He realized that her poor body fit against is like a puzzle piece. His heart began to thunder. His mind fogged and his vision blurry with his own tears. He finally pressed his lips to hers, and a heat seared to both desires and needs twin together form a tight ball in his stomach. He pressed her closer, needed contact with someone he cared about, someone he loved. She rose up to her toes and pressed tightly against him, hands sliding down to grip his hips, bringing him closer, center to center. Everything that had been over planets for her lightly shifted into place, and she moaned. Her body began to droop with needed, and she grew dizzy with passion. He slithered in her body. His hands began massaging her back. Gently, she approached closer. Her lips parted, her tongue twining with his. Their tears mixed, and joy bursted through both of their lonely souls. Knuckles landed back, hating he no longer felt alone, but complete. He did not want death to swallow him, unless she was taken away, unless she left him. He loved her desperately. He had taken a completely different fall from the one he had imagined taking earlier that day. He pulled her close and whispered to her, I love you, Rouge. For a while now I've been in pain. Something's been lost for me. Something shifted inside me. I'm still not completely sure what it was, but I know I love you. I love you. God help us, but I love you too. And Rouge nodded. I shouldn't have left at all. I shouldn't have not left you. Knuckles raised his glove in his hand.
You wash your hands?
Yeah.
That's when start rubbing your stuff.
It's so fluffy.
No.
Oh wait, give me her.
Sorry guys, but it was in the funny room with my older brother. Doesn't matter, he repeated. When she opened her mouth, he brought his lips back to hers, laying his tongue dip into a minute taste of honey. She offered, Rouge, will you marry me? Oh my god! So, she stared into his eyes, shocked by his question. She let out a laugh when he started to blush and press close to him. So was I, yes, she whispered, yes. Knuckles, relieved, overjoyed, is now good. She shook her head, surprising him. First, I'm going to banish your cat, then I'm going to make love to you until we're both expected to not marry you, Knuckles, and we'll make you love some more. Oh my god, seriously, what the heck? He grinned at her like the sound of that. He looked at the cat. I shouldn't have done this. Rouge shook her like, no, you shouldn't have. She kissed him softly. If you never do it again, I'll break your arm. Rouge rested her head on his chest, so like, you're my perfect jewel, Knuckles. Oh my god.
No.
Oh, there's more.
No, it's Bridget. I bought it from my Bridget. No.
Well, that was a good story. I hope you both like it. Sonya Warrior, subscribe, Psycho Sync, and others. Thank you so much for everything, guys. Even my friends. Sonya, thank you for showing me this. I hope you guys can understand me. So, yes, it was free Jazz Day today at Eisenhower Middle School. So, I'll see you guys next week or tomorrow. So, yeah, bye. And it took forever to do this. I was at Walmart and other stuff bad happened.